Welcome to another episode of Hey Miss Clayton. And tonight we're going to get into this thing just like Miss Clayton intended. So, what that means is y'all done wrote Miss Clayton some letters. So, we're going to dig in, we're going to read from Miss Clayton's inbox, and we're going to talk about whatever it is you want to talk about. But before we do, remember to follow Miss Clayton here on YouTube. Be sure to hit that follow button. Be sure to subscribe. You can check me out over on Facebook as well as Instagram. You got a question, you got something you want Miss Clayton to talk about on the show, go ahead, drop your girl a line, and you may hear it right here on next week's episode. Now, let's go ahead and do the damn thing. We gonna dive in, y'all. This first letter comes from someone who wants to know why he acting brand new after I done built him up. Child, we finna get into it. So let's go. Hey, Miss Clayton. Please tell me why men will meet you as a before picture and then leave you like they the final result. I met this man when he had nothing. And y'all, she got nothing in capital letters. Nothing. I'm talking struggle meals, questionable outfits, and a haircut that looked like it lost a fight. Miss Clayton, I helped this man glow up. I helped him with his resume, got him a better job, took him shopping, introduced him to new restaurants. Because why you ordering chicken tenders everywhere at your big age? Lord. I even helped him pick out cologne so he could stop smelling like outside. Now, all of a sudden, he's acting different. He's got new friends, talking about networking events, posting quotes like he's somebody life coach, and now he too busy for me. And the part that sent me over the edge, this man told me I helped him grow, but he needs to explore this new version of himself. I created that version. Why do men upgrade and then subscribe? I'm sorry, why do men upgrade and then unsubscribe from the woman that installed the update, signed, build him up just for him to act up? Baby, girlfriend, before I dig into that, the part that just got me was the chicken nuggets. Now, I don't know how grown y'all are. I don't know what age y'all are. I don't know any of that. But chicken nuggets, baby, somebody get that man a steak, some potatoes, and some veggies on the side. Because, sweetheart, why are we ordering chicken nuggets? So, what Miss Clay wants to say to you, my dear, is that should have been your first sign. Chicken nuggets, and we grown. Mm, mm. But anyway, I think this is a story that a lot of us women can relate to. I feel like it's a story some of you fellas may relate to as well. See, it seems like we find that person that we really like, but they might be down on their luck. Maybe they struggling a little bit, might have things going on. And like some damn fools, what do? We want to lift them up. We want to make them better. We want to buy them new clothes. We want to treat them real nice, give them that encouragement, you know, in hopes that this person will reciprocate and be the people we need them to be. Well, honey, that shit is far and few in between. I think it's rare you're going to find somebody who's really willing to stick it out even after you'd help them glow up. But what I'm going to tell you, sister, is don't beat yourself up about it. Don't feel bad about it. See, You've done your good deed. And as the saying goes, no good deed goes unpunished. You've helped a brother up, you've helped him expose and release some of his potential. The problem, baby, is in spite of you wanting to do all that, in spite of this man needing to get his shit together, we should have been making sure that this is somebody we were still in alignment with. So, as you know, Miss Clayton always says, make sure things are in alignment. Make sure this person aligns with your core values, with your standards, with your principles. Make sure y'all are on the same page and that y'all are wanting the same thing. Now, I don't know if you two are still together or not. I couldn't quite tell from your letter. But the fact that he's acting up and the fact that he told you that basically he wants to explore, he wants to try and get this new version of him a run for his money. So, baby, let him go, let him fly, because that's everything you need to know. If you don't have clarification on what he meant by that, I think what he said was clear enough. So, baby, go on and let that bugger run, because, see, he's not for you. And please don't take this as an insult. Please don't take this as Miss Clayton lowering your value. But sometimes in life, we're stepping stones for other people. And I don't mean that in a bad sense. What I mean is we've got reasons, seasons, or a lifetime. And you were this man's reason for becoming a better man, for getting his life together. And unfortunately, he's choosing only to keep you there for a short season. We've got to accept that and we've got to move on. See, I know the hard part is you feel like you've invested in this man. You've invested resources, you've given this man your time, you've made him someone in your eyes as someone of quality. And that's okay, but there's not going to be a return on this investment. You've got to be willing to accept that you've helped make this person a better man and possibly even for the next woman. Now, I know that hurts and I know that sucks to hear, but it's the truth of the matter. So, girlfriend, don't feel bad. Keep it moving. Let the brother act up and let him go on out there and figure he can find better. It's okay, baby. Because what that means is there's something better in store for you. So don't put yourself on hold. Don't hold yourself hostage. You did a good deed. Move on, baby, and find you that man that's already ready made. Find you that man that you don't have to build up because he's already built his own foundation. He's already done that on his own. See, I think when we tend to build things on our own without the help of someone else, we take more pride in it. We're going to take our time and polish that baby up real nice and real good because we want to make sure it's just right. So leave these build up bear buggers alone and find you a man that's already got it together. Get you a man that's going to come in and compliment you. Get you a man that y'all can work together, build together, and build something fantastic. Because in that building together, that's where the connection comes. That's where that growth comes. That's where that person that you truly want and desire, if all the other things fall in alignment, that's where all that comes together at. So, baby, dump this chump if you haven't already and go find you a man that's already got his own. Find you a man that's made his own way. And that's what Miss Clayton's got to say about that, honey. So, girlfriend, and leave them niggas with the chicken nuggets alone. Let them do their own thing. Because again, like you said, at this big old age, who is doing chicken nuggets, darling? Oh no, that was sign red flag number one. Get Mr. Chicken Nuggets out of there, baby. So hang in there, sister. Your Prince Charming's coming. He's on his way. But again, leave Mr. Chicken Nuggets right in McDonald's where you probably found him. All right, y'all. If you've built somebody up, you done bought them clothes, introduced them to the finer things in life. If you've turned this person's potential from 2 all the way up for 20, go ahead and let Miss Clayton know. Drop me a line in the comments. You can drop me 100 in the comments. Let me know if you too have been there. And if you have, drop me a line and let me know, what did you learn from it? What lessons did you take from that experience? And let Miss Clayton know if you would do it again. But remember, y'all, we ain't around here building no bears. We ain't building no niggas. We ain't building no bitches. Okay? We starting with people who got their foundation already laid. We ain't building no house brick by brick. Unless that person we building that house with is already coming with a good solid foundation, y'all. Let them builder bears go, baby. Mm-mm. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. No builder bears. We ain't doing that no more. That does not occur around here. We ain't doing that, baby. Mm-mm. Cut him off. Let him go. Let him go find his own. When he's got his own and he's got that solid foundation and everything is in order, then come back and let's build something. Other than that, brother, you got to kick rocks. Mm. Get on out of here with that mess. This brother think he Denzel. And y'all got to give Miss Clayton a minute because I'm like, I know a few. Gave this brother flavor. Now he out here acting seasoned, child. No, sir. And let me guess, he probably ain't got no car. You done probably had to loan your brother your car too, right? Mm. Sis. Mm. We've all been there. And if you've been there, go ahead and drop that 100 in the comments. Sis, I know you done been there. I know you have. It's okay. Don't be ashamed. But definitely don't do that shit again. We can't keep pouring into people who ain't pouring back into us. And another thing, just because you help this brother does not mean he is yours to keep. See, sometimes we think because we've made that investment that it's ours. Child, not even hardly. That's not your assignment, sis. God didn't put you on this earth for that. And lastly, don't ever regret helping somebody. That speaks to your character, and how they treat you at the end of this speaks to their character. If he acting brand new, then baby, return that nigga to sender. This one comes from a brother this time. And this time, he is on y'all sister's ass, okay? This brother wrote in, "Hey, Miss Clayton, I need you to help me understand something before I start asking for receipts. And I don't mean the emotional kind. Why am I dealing with a woman who is broke but living like she got a trust fund and a vacation home?" Oh, Miss Clay gonna keep going, but I'm gonna need y'all to get y'all shit together. Okay, get it together. Miss Clayton, this woman has expensive taste and zero expensive income. Every time we go out, she orders like she's celebrating a promotion: appetizer, drink, entree, and dessert. I'm sitting there like, what are we celebrating? Survival? Hold up. Y'all better quit playing with Miss Clayton. Child, this man said survival. Okay. And don't let the bill come. Now she suddenly just got to use the restroom real quick. Miss Clayton, she got perfect timing, Olympic level. Soon as that check hit the table, she gone. And the part that confuses me, she don't even fake reaching for her purse. Not even a courtesy flinch, no movement, no muscle twitch. Just sitting there peaceful, like the bill part is not her ministry. And don't let me say something about it. Now I'm not in my masculine energy. Ooh. Ma'am, I'm in my financial limits. And why she always picking the place? We're talking about I only like nice restaurants. You don't even like your bank account. God damn. Miss Clayton, this woman got champagne taste on a Zell Me Later budget. She's sending me links to bags, shoes, and trips. Meanwhile, her card be declining like it got stage fright. And the final straw, she told me, I just like a man who can provide. Provide what? A lifestyle you can't maintain yourself? Ooh. Please explain to me why she's broke but budgeting my money. Dating a luxurious experience with no refund policy. Woo! Sisters, that brother was giving it to y'all. My man, let me say this to you, darling. I don't know what stage of this relationship y'all are in. It sounds like you've been going out with this woman for a while. And I hear you. Sisters, I hope y'all are listening to, and I hope y'all are hearing what I'm hearing. It seems this far, this brother has taken care of the dates. He has no problem with paying. He has no problem with taking her out. And for some of y'all brothers out there, that's asking a lot already. So I applaud this man for being able to take this woman out and treat her to nice dates and nice things. Um, it sounds like where the problem comes in is she hasn't even offered to pick up a tab. And before y'all get on Miss Clayton, ladies, I really need y'all to pay attention to this, and I really need y'all to hear me. From what I gather from this brother, and brother, if you're listening, which I hope you are, you just want to know that this woman has your back. You just want to know what I think a lot of men want to know, which is that they're not being used. You didn't say that directly. However, that's the vibe Miss Clayton's getting from your letter. You sound like a good brother. Again, you're paying for dates, you're taking this young lady out. But I think as men, it's nice for y'all to know whether she pays the bill or not, or picks up the tab or not. You just like to know that your woman is willing to do that. You just like to know that your woman would have your back like that. Now, whether or not you expect her to pay or not, doesn't sound like it. Maybe you are. Maybe you are looking for her to pick up a check or pick up a tab one time. And again, if you've been going out with this lady continuously, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. But I hear you, brother. I hear you. And hopefully, Miss Clayton is on base with what she's saying about just even knowing that this woman is willing to pick up a check or pay a bill here and there, whether you choose to allow her or not, but just even giving you the um I'll say support, or just even giving you the idea that she has your back in that sense, I think would make you feel better. So again, let Miss Clayton know if she's wrong. But ladies, I know we all want to be catered to. Brother man, you mentioned she said something to the effect of the other about you being a provider. She only dates men that are providers. And this can go a whole another episode. Because yes, we as women want providers. Miss Clayton herself is old school. I love a man that's a provider as well. Though I love a man that's a provider, what that does not mean is that Miss Clayton can't come through from time to time. It doesn't mean Miss Clayton can't say, babe, you know what? I got that tonight. Put that away. Now, if my man tells me no and he's got it, then Miss Clayton's gonna sit back and fall back and let that man do what a man does. But I think brothers are just looking for women that again can give that reciprocation, that are willing to put her wallet on the table sometimes. And it's not all about money. And what I will say about money is this: if you're in a serious relationship, that is one of the things you really do need to discuss. You need to get with each other on what your financial ideology is, find out how you feel about finances, what your financial stances are. Because as we know with marriage, a lot of the time, finances are a big issue. And money is a big reason why a lot of people get divorced. So, if finances are something that are important to you, then baby, please have that discussion with your partner. But for Mr. Brother Man, I hear you, baby. The other part to not only wanting your woman to have your back is knowing that she's not using you and she's not using you just for money. I don't know what the dynamic of your relationship is. I don't know what else she's bringing to the table. I don't know what else you're bringing to the table. But as far as these finances go, if you haven't had that talk with her, have that talk with her. Okay? If you expect her to pick up a tab or two occasionally, say that. If you want to at least just have the opportunity to say no to her, I understand. I understand. You don't want to feel used. And let me say this also, because I don't take you as this kind of brother, but there are a lot of brothers out here who are checking in wallets that don't want to take women fine dining and on dates and date a woman properly. Fella, please date a woman properly. Now, I'm not saying you've got to do big, expensive restaurants. Just know who you're dealing with. Know the price of the woman you're signing up for. Because, see, I think a lot of times we choose people that we might not be fully ready to entertain. We may not be fully ready to finance their lifestyle. So make sure you know who you're going for and who you're going after. See, because though we have hopes and we want a certain person, we have a certain image of a person, or we like certain things about this person, some people cost. Some people are expensive. So before you go down that road, make sure you can afford what it is you're asking for. Okay? Because the last thing we need y'all brothers doing is sitting here counting your pockets. Okay? Because you can't blame that woman for being who she is, but you can blame you for choosing what you went after. Please make sure that woman's in your tax bracket before you start shelling out money and shelling out dates. Or if you feel the need to count your pockets, brother, and Miss Clayton says this with nothing but love. If you've got to count your pockets, brother, you might not want to be dating. Okay? I don't know what the actual figure is, but last time I looked, I believe the average date costs somewhere around $200. Now, if you're dating consistently or you're dating someone regularly, then fellas, I'm sorry to say it, $200 a wop. Can you afford that? If you can't afford to date someone, then fall out of the dating scene until you can date someone. Or find somebody again that's in your tax bracket. Find somebody that you can afford. And with that being said, Miss Clayton is the around the way girl. She's old school. I love an expensive date. I love going out to nice places. I love going dancing, seeing live music. There's alternatives to always having to spend money on dates. I'm a girl that loves walks in the park. I love hand holding. We can sit and have a good conversation somewhere. However, that's not going to carry you through a relationship of any kind. Fellas, you've got to understand that we as women want to see you put forth effort. We want to see you be intentional about what you're doing with us. We don't want men that are lazy because, see, a lot of y'all are not only counting your wallets, but a lot of y'all fall back and are lazy too. You don't want to properly court a woman. If you've thrown it out there, you made your interest known, and this woman has given you the green light, then baby, press go. But if finances is really what makes or break a relationship for you, Have that conversation with your partner. Make sure y'all on the same page. Now, I don't think finances make a man masculine or not. Just given the world we live in, finances help because finances makes life easier. We all know this, right? But I don't question a man's masculinity based on his finances because see, it's so much more that goes into that. So ladies, if y'all out here telling these brothers they ain't masculine because they may not be able to provide in that moment, then baby, I'm gonna need you to move around a little bit. I'm gonna need you to go back and really learn and understand your particular man and maybe just men in general. Okay. But what I'm saying is, my brother, even if that woman is broke, if she's fulfilling every other need that you have, I'm just going to ask you to take a moment and really weigh the pros and the cons. I think sometimes it requires a bit of sacrifice. Maybe in your situation, it may be monetarily because she may not have the means. But if this woman fulfills every other need you have, again, I just recommend you sit down with this woman, have a conversation with her, and find out what's really going on in the financial arena. But given your last statement, child, it sounds like the child is broke. So I don't know what to tell you, sir. You decide whether you're going to be in or out. So hopefully you really like this young lady. Hopefully she fulfills every other need and comes through in every other area for you. But don't throw away a good thing unless you need the financial help, unless you need a partner that can come through and help you financially. That may be another story. But again, I'm not sure how long you've been dating this woman. I don't know what the financial means are on either side. It sounds like you a brother who got it. It sounds like she's a woman who's not. And maybe for you, a woman who has financial stability may be a better fit for you. Maybe you guys may be on the same playing field. But take some time, talk to your partner. You said she got some champagne taste, but she budgeting your money instead of hers. And maybe baby girl really has it, but she don't want you to know that she got it. Maybe she just rather spend your money than hers. But again, this is why we need to have those conversations, fella. This is why you got to dig a little deeper to ensure that whoever you're entertaining is not out here using you for money. And fellas, I know it's hard for y'all to know. I know a lot of women out here play games. I know a lot of women are out here being dishonest about what they've got going on or what their finances may be. You know, you hear about the people who are out here dating just for a free meal. Over here on Miss Clayton, we don't do that. Okay, we don't need no free meals. All right, we don't need a brother to take us out just so we can go get us a good something here and there. So, fellas, take your time, really get to know a woman, really find out what she's about. Ask those questions so you know where the finances stand. If you really enjoy this woman and you enjoy taking her out and she's meeting all your other needs, just maybe not financially, are you okay with being financially responsible for the dates or the outings or whatever they may be? But maybe she picks up the slack in other areas. So consider that, my friend. Okay? You heard it right here on Miss Clayton. Fellas, if you've dated a woman who you felt like kind of fell back financially and let you be the provider of all, go ahead and drop Miss Clayton a 100 in the comments. Tell me what your experiences are, or maybe what you learned if you've been there. I would love to hear from you. I want your opinion. I want to know what's going on in your world. Child, I know Miss Clayton said she was staying out this dating pool because we love love over here and we want to be about love. But in all honesty, these are the things that are happening and these are the things that are going on. And clearly, these are the things that are important to you. So if they're important to you, they're important to me. So hop in my inbox. You can head over to Facebook. You can head over to Instagram. You can hit Miss Clayton up right here on YouTube. Drop me a line in the comment section. Or you can email Miss Clayton at heymissclayton@gmail.com. But baby, I'm here for it because we gonna take all these bad decisions, we gonna learn from them, we gonna grow from them, and we gonna do better. Okay? Because ain't no pissing in the dating pool. We don't want no turd about the dating pool. Okay? We want healthy, healed, beautiful, loving relationships. Okay? So y'all get y'all shit together. Fellas, if you got a woman building you up, why? Ask yourself why. And it's okay to need a helping hand from time to time. Elevate that life together. But there's no reason a woman should be building you as a man. Be your own man. And my ladies, money don't make no man. Yes, we all want that provider. Okay, we want a man that handles it all, pays all the bills, has no problem taking care of everything. But understand, he needs to know that you've got his back. He needs to know you're not just there for financial gain. So, my sisters, make certain you're being that feminine woman if you want that masculine man. Those two things attract. So, make sure you're being that feminine woman for that man. If you expect this brother to provide, then sis, I'm going to need you to reach way down in that bag and be the woman that you were meant to be. Because, see, a man's not going to provide just for anybody. A man is not going to waste his resources on just anybody. Okay? See, some of y'all out here being gold diggers, some of y'all out here going for what you can get. And I'm not saying all sisters like that. And I'm not saying all brothers are the build a bear kind. Because let me tell you, I know some great men, I know some great women. I think the problem is we focus too much on the bad stuff that we tend to overlook and bypass those of us that are really out here about it. We pass some people up because they ain't our type, they ain't our style, they got this, or they got that, or this ain't right, or that ain't right. Y'all take some time to dig a little deep. Figure out what you about so you can figure out what they about and you can determine if what you got going on and if they got going on, if y'all can build on top of that together, okay? But again, my brothers, we love y'all. I adore y'all as I know most of my sisters do adore y'all just the same. We just want y'all to be the men we know you are. But don't feel less than because a woman is checking your pockets. And baby, if you ain't got it, you ain't got it. At the end of the day, find you somebody again that is willing to go with your program. Because Miss Clayton said that in her last episode, right? Find you somebody that's on your same program. Don't be trying to force somebody to be what they're not so it fits what you want. No, let them people be who they are. You just go find you somebody that aligns with you, what your needs are, what your standards are, all those things that Miss Clayton talks about, right? Go find that. But I want to thank y'all for tuning in with me tonight. We're going to be back here next week answering more of your questions because, boy, y'all tearing Miss Clayton up at the moment. But I love it and I appreciate it. Tonight, we talked about that Build a Bear man and we talk about we're gonna call it a gold digger because it sounds like she might be, but I don't know. And again, I don't know the specifics of the relationship. She may not be a gold digger. She just may not be a financially responsible person. Which either way, make sure y'all got y'all shit together. If you out here dating in the dating pool, have your shit together so we can start avoiding some of these issues. So we can get back to love and get back to what's real and what's right. So that way people ain't out here hoarding themselves, keeping themselves in the house, refusing to engage because there's piss in the pool, because of the shit that's in the pool. We ain't doing that no more. Anyway, that's Miss Clayton's time. I love y'all. Again, be sure to follow me on YouTube. Be sure to follow me on Facebook. Be sure to follow Miss Clayton on Instagram and hop in my Gmail at heymissclayton.com if you just got something to say. Because, baby, this is all about you. I'm just here to say what you don't want to say out loud. And remember, healing ain't pretty, but it's powerful. Let's grow through what we got.